Today I'm going to show you how I made my new website.
Hi, Ben here. I made a new website, benueda.com. Now, Homemade Modern isn't going anywhere. They'll still be the destination for all of our DIY projects. But DIY projects is a relatively new pursuit for me, and I wanted a site where I could share some of my other creative pursuits. So on this new site, you'll see some of my early architectural projects, like the solar-powered house I built as a college student along with some friends. You'll see my first professional architecture projects with zero energy design. I will share a little more information about the time I lived with homeless people in Red Hook, Brooklyn, and made a documentary about it. You'll also see images and videos from a lot of my adventures traveling around the world doing design projects. So before I get into the content that's going on this site, I thought I would share how I made the site itself using the sponsor for this video, Wix.
Now, I have no background in coding, and website projects in general kind of scare me, but with Wix it's pretty easy. The design and implementation of your website is done through templates, so you really just pick the template that you like, and then you can switch out the colors and fonts and things like that, and then uploading your content to that website is as easy as posting on most social media platforms. In fact, the most difficult and time-consuming part of this whole process was picking the actual template that I wanted. They had quite a few different ones, and they all seemed very visually dynamic and fit sort of contemporary digital platforms when people are looking at your site from a mobile device or from a full computer like a laptop. Now, I considered templates that were designed for architects or photographers or other creatives before finally settling on this template, which was called Multidisciplinary Designer. At first I overlooked this template because I'm not the biggest fan of purple, but switching out the colors is quite easy. It only took me about 5 minutes after picking the template to figure out how to start uploading my content to it, and already it started to feel like my own website. The one tip that I would share after going through this process is to organize all of your photos and video clips beforehand so you can take advantage of their easy uploader thing, which lets you upload all your content at once, and then you can just move them around and place them onto various pages within your website. And now for a tour. Instead of just having a traditional bio, I also wanted to think of my life as a series of projects. And so I took advantage of the vertical from the home page to kind of make a portfolio that starts with some of my earliest woodworking projects. I was able to find some of my first year projects as an architecture student at Cornell, and if you go to the site, you can see them. Did you know that I visited all 50 states in America? Well, I crossed about 40 of them off the list during a 2-month-long road trip across America during the summer after my second year of architecture school. My college career culminated with a project where I lived with homeless people in Red Hook, Brooklyn. Now, the footage that I shot ended up in a documentary movie, and I'll put links to that in this section of the website. You'll also see some of the solar-powered houses I designed with zero energy design and some of the competitions that we won as well. You can learn more about the tech company that I started and about some of my travel experiences visiting my brother in Argentina. Now, the DIY stuff you may be more familiar with, but I thought I would share some of the projects that were really critical to the evolution of Homemade Modern, as long as some of the personal milestones along the way, like when we started the Modern Maker podcast, which has been one of my favorite experiences in content creation. I'll also link to the lectures and presentations that I have given. There is a blog portion of the website where I'll share updates and announcements about what I'm doing, and where I'll share ideas that I'm currently working on that haven't quite made their way into projects yet. I recently bought 10 acres of land in Joshua Tree, California, and I'm about to start my largest and most challenging project yet. I'm trying to build an entire house out of shipping containers and document the whole process. I feel like all the work and projects I've done with Homemade Modern over the last few years have led to this moment, and I'm really happy to have this new platform where I'm sharing not just what I design, but how I'm thinking about design, how it's challenging me, and also to get ideas from you as well. I've gotten so much good design advice as well as a lot of tips on making from this audience. Thank you so much for all the support, and I hope you join me and interact with me over at benueda.com.
So this website is a work in progress, and I'll keep adding to it over time, but I wasn't really sure at first how much interest there would be in these projects. So let me know in the comment section below And based on the questions and stuff that you're asking, I'll have a better idea of how to provide more information for you guys. Thanks for watching, and thanks to Wix for sponsoring this video. And I know I haven't done a lot of project videos lately. That's because we're working on some big projects. So stay tuned, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks, bye.